Do you know why most people never change? It symbols not lack of opportunity, the sense not bad luck. It says not society. It says because they are incapable of silence. They fear being unseen. They fear being forgotten. They fear that if no one watches them struggle, then their suffering is meaningless. Fang Yuan never had this weakness. He understood a brutal truth early in life. If the world does not acknowledge you, then use the world. Do not beg it. The fastest way to transform your life is not to improve publicly, but to vanish, to step out of the sight of fools, to retreat like a venomous beast waiting in tall grass, to let time, pressure, and suffering reshape you beyond recognition. This is not a path for good people. This is not a path for the admired. This is the path of survivors. I had once screamed. Gradually, I lost my voice. I had once cried. Gradually, I lost my tears. I had once grieved. Gradually, I became able to withstand everything. All I have left is an expressionless face, my gaze as tough as a monolith. Only perseverance remains in my heart. This is not tragedy. This is refinement. Most people read these words and feel sadness. They misunderstand. This is not the story of someone who broke. This is the story of someone who outlived pain. Breath, emotion is a luxury. At the beginning, you will scream. When the pressure first descends, you will rage at the unfairness of the world. When effort brings no reward, you will cry. When betrayal comes from those you trusted, you will grieve. This is natural. This is human. But Fang Yuan understood something merciless. Emotion is a reaction. Perseverance is a decision. The world does not stop to comfort you. Time does not slow down for your sorrow. Your enemies do not pause because you are hurting. So slowly, painfully, something changes. You scream less. You cry less. You explain less. Until one day, you feel nothing. Not peace. Not happiness. Clarity. Break. Silence is the final stage of maturity. When you are young and suffering, you want the world to know. You want witnesses to your pain. But pain that needs witnesses is still weak. Fang Yuan did not narrate his suffering. He absorbed it. The more you speak of your hardship, the more fragile it becomes. Silence is not suppression. Silence is digestion. Pain that is fully digested becomes endurance. Endurance becomes will. Will becomes an unbreakable core. That is when the face becomes expressionless. Not because the heart is empty, but because it no longer leaks. Tears dry, will remains. Tears serve a purpose early on. They release pressure, but excessive release prevents transformation. Fang Yuan lost his tears because they were no longer useful. When tears no longer solve problems, they are discarded. You will reach a point where crying feels pointless, where sorrow feels inefficient, where emotion feels like a delay. This is not cruelty. This is adaptation. A cultivator discards anything that does not aid survival. Grief hardens into armor. Grief is the heaviest emotion. It lingers. It rots from the inside. Most people drown in it. But Fang Yuan refined grief into endurance. Grief that does not kill me must be repurposed. Each loss became reinforcement. Each betrayal added density to his resolve. Each humiliation thickened his skin. Over time, grief stopped being a wound. It became weight, and weight builds strength. Breath, the expressionless face is not emptiness. People fear the expressionless face. They think it means broken, dead inside, inhuman. They are wrong. The expressionless face is efficiency. Why waste expression on what cannot be changed? When you stop reacting, you start observing. When you stop expressing, you start calculating. When you stop seeking empathy, you start gaining control. A calm face in chaos is a weapon. A gaze as tough as a monolith. A monolith does not argue with the storm. It It does not flee the rain. It does not negotiate with time. It endures. Fang Yuan's gaze hardened because hesitation was burned away. Only those who stare at despair long enough become immune to it. This gaze is not aggression. It is certainty. The certainty that no matter how many times you fall, you will stand again. Not dramatically, not heroically, inevitably. Perseverance is what remains. After everything else is stripped, motivation fades. Hope collapses. Faith shatters. Perseverance does not rely on feeling. It moves even when the heart is empty. When all reasons to continue are gone, perseverance becomes the reason. This is the final refinement. When you no longer expect reward, when you no longer seek meaning, when you no longer ask why, you move forward because stopping is unacceptable. Break, disappearance, redefined. To disappear is not to hide. It is to withdraw your emotions from the world. No more explaining, no more justifying. No more performing suffering. You still work, you still grind, you still endure. But quietly, the deepest transformations leave no witnesses. Breath, the return. When you reappear, the people will notice something unsettling. You are calmer, harder, unmoved. They will say, "You have changed." You once deny it. Because what changed was not your personality. It was your threshold for pain. Final Fang Yuan doctrine. Screaming ends, crying ends, grieving ends. Only perseverance remains. If you can survive long enough, emotion will fall away, and what remains will be something rarer than happiness. Indestructible will.